We made it, guys. We made it. We are on Alpha 17. And look at these beautiful animations. Jesus. Wow. Power punch. All right. Enough of this bullshittery. We are here to learn. So let me just take you through some of the small changes that has been made to Alpha 17. Or to 7 Days to Die. And this will be a series split into different sections. The first one will mostly be about the menu, how the things have changed in general, you know, the inventory system and whatnot. And yes, there will be timestamps in the description. So, let's just do it. I can't get into my house. Shit. Okay, people, a lot of things have changed in 7 Days to Die. The game you knew as Alpha 16.4 is no longer existing. Damn the changes they made to this game. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I want to go through some of the menu things first, because as you can see, the menu has changed a lot. Okay, let's touch down on some of the settings for a new game first. New games are so customizable, you have no idea. Multiplayer settings, advanced settings, just like we had before. But you can now set the size, the world size. If you go to a random world, you can give it a seed name and that will generate the territory, and you can set size, you can make them small. Advanced generation, there's just a lot of shit to do, okay? I mean, the customizing options we have now are so intense. Just for the random world generation. Now, if you want to join others' game, you know, it's just as simple as before. Join a game, you will get the server browsing thing that we had before. Everything is basically the same. On the character customization, though, I wish there was a bit more options here. We have the standard characters in the game. I, of course, have my custom character. But if we create a new character, you know, it's basically the same thing as before, right? So you can set hand size. You can go full arc on this if you want to, but I will leave that to you. Let's delete that again. Yeah, delete that. Thank you. Now for the video settings, and this is a thing I found very helpful when I first entered an Alpha 17 game, was the gamma setting. Now, Alpha 17, it is beautiful, but holy balls, it is bright. I set my gamma to 42%. That worked charms for me. Not sure what your settings will be, but probably around that area. It matches the brightness of Alpha 16.4 pretty well. But with that said, let's get into a game, and I will explain more about the new UI, the new backpack, crafting tables. There's a lot of shit in this now. So let's jump straight into it. Jesus Christ, that took a long time. But the map is bigger. Okay, so here we are in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. But let's just get straight into it. I will highlight stuff on my screen as I'm talking about it, so it will be more easy for you guys to follow. Let's start out in the bottom left of the screen. You have a stamina and a health bar. Now, if I walk normally, nothing happens. If I run, my stamina starts to go down. If I stop, it regenerates pretty quickly. Now, the stamina is kind of locked to your food and water. As you can see, it is now locked to 99. That is because I have used a bit of food, I've used a bit of water, so basically I will not get 100% of my stamina. Now, stamina degradation is kind of a bitch. I have to say that right off the bat. It will haunt me in this game in the future, that's for damn sure. But I am in creative mode, so I want to show you guys one interesting thing. Let me just get some equipment here. Hang on. And we are gonna spawn in a zombie. Let's just get Arlene. She's always nice. Hello there, lady. Please hit me. Thank you. And again. Thank you. And again. Thank you. I have to kill you now. Ah, you can hit me again. There we go. Now, you see the blur effect I got on my screen? That's when I'm stunned. They changed that. So now I will be dizzy as hell, and she gets up right away. Stay down. Thank you. So now you can see that my health bar has gone down, and I'm kind of missing a part of my health bar. So even if I were to heal up completely, I would not get back to 100%. In Alpha 17, there is a natural regeneration of your health over time. But I'm going to see if I can try to speed this up a bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to eat some meat stew. As you can see, my health starts to regenerate a bit quicker. All right, let's try some more meat stew. You can see it just keeps going up slowly. And beware, you can actually eat and drink now even though you're full. So you be careful not to waste your resources. But let's get it up to the maximum. There we go, it stopped at 93 out of 100. The last 7% is not lost forever, just because one zombie hit me. What we can do is we can use bandages to actually recover that part of the health. See? Now it's going all the way up again. So basically, bandages are the new meta here. It's cloth. Get cloth, okay? it will save you. But yeah, that's basically the health and stamina bar. Now, if I crouch, you see a small eye appear, and it says 35. I'm not too sure what that number means. I assume it's, how visible I am. So if we start to crouch, it raises to 45, and if we crouch sprint, it goes up to a lot. And as I turn, I become more visible, apparently. That's apparently how that is. And if I stop, it just takes a few seconds to go down. And if I jump while crouched, it's going up again. I am assuming that that's some kind of mechanic as to see how zombies are attracted to you. I will test that out in another video in depth. Now, if you look at my tool belt, you will see a small, tiny blue bar in the top. That is an XP bar. When it reaches the other end, you will gain a level. And basically, to get XP, you can do different kind of things. You can kill zombies like I just did. You can harvest materials. So let's just do a quick test of that. I will just switch out my tools. Okay, first of all, let's try out the pickaxe. So if I'm going to harvest this rock with a pickaxe, I get 1 XP per hit. Okay, so you can see my XP down in the right-hand corner as I'm whacking on this stone. And when I destroy the stone, you will see it jump tremendously. There we go. You saw that? That was almost 50 XP just for, finishing up a rock. And it's every piece of rock. Every time it breaks, you get more XP. With a small pickaxe, you basically get 1 XP. And I believe the XP is based off the materials you get. So, if I get a better pickaxe, I get a lot more XP. Better harvesting tools is better XP. Now, if we take on a tree, same thing goes. 1 hit, about 1 XP, because that's the amount of wood you get. But if we switch to a better axe, suddenly we start to get a lot of XP. And the same thing goes for trees and dirt. Whenever something breaks, you get a small bonus. There we go. 10 XP for clearing out a patch of dirt. Now let's look a bit further in depth on the XP. Basically, to keep an eye on your XP, you can hit the tab menu, go to your character, and select the stats. There you can see how much XP you need to go to the next level. Now, if we cheat a bit and say give self XP and then 8431, we just went a level up, and we can see that from level 2 to level 3 we need almost 10,000. So let's try to give that 9978. Then it becomes 10,126. So the amount of XP you need, it rises per level, which is pretty logical for a game like this. I will make some kind of chart over the XP levels at some point in the not so distant future, and I'll probably just tweet that out so people are able to see what's going on, how much XP you need, where the curve breaks. But in this character stats menu is also where you see stuff like food and water, how much you have. Now I find it a bit annoying that I have to click through all this just to see how much food and water I'm running on. So there will probably be a mod for that. I mean, there was for Alpha 16.4, so that's how it goes. Now let's talk a bit about the backpack, because as you can see, not all slots are unlocked. Oh, well, actually they are. If we fill up our inventory here, let's just grab some random shit. Yeah, we like shovels. Sure, all the shovels. You can see it says you are encumbered. Yay. That basically slows us down. So if we just try to, look at our running speed when we're not encumbered, we're pretty okay, we're pretty fast. But if we just load it up with random shit, oh man, I love my shovels. Oh yes, more shovels. We get really slow, and this is running, okay? So keep that in mind when you're out there looting. But when you level up, you get all these nice skill points that you really want to do something with. And if you go to your skills, the whole skill system has been redone. Everything. So I don't even know where to start with this, but there are some basic skills that I definitely recommend. But I mean, the skill tree is now more based like Fallout 4, where you have kind of a skill stem and then the individual branches. So for perception, we start with 1. Strength, we start with 1. Fortitude, we start with 1. That's how it is all the way through. If I want to put point into any of these skills, I am free to do that because they are all unlocked. But some of them are dependent on each other, and now you can actually see how the different level progresses your, in this case, explosive weapons. That's another thing in this game. There are explosive bullets. There will be a lot of fun videos in the future. But basically the skill tree, it's kind of what you expect. And I believe you get 1 point per level. Right now I have 2 points available because I am level 3. But let's just try to, give ourselves a bunch of XP. That's right, we are level 64 and have 63 skill points to spend. We are now level 95 and 94 skill points to spend. So that's confirmed, you get 1 skill point per level. Another big thing that has changed in Alpha 17 is the crafting table. There are more stuff you can build now, but one of the most basic things, like wooden blocks, if you're one of those people that likes to build them in your inventory, you actually need the new workbench, which is called saw table, something like that. And concrete blocks are now made in the cement mixer. I mean, a lot of the blocks are now made directly in the workbenches, which I think is good and bad. But it kind of makes sense, when you're building something, you're not running through the wilderness and magically crafting 500 wood blocks on your back. So it makes sense. I like that. And some of the other major changes that has been made to the game is the AI. The zombies are more clever, they're more intelligent. I have another video coming up only on that. Well, mostly on that. There are new workbenches, new crafting tables, but we've gone through that. There's a lot of new vehicles. You saw that in the intro. We have a gyrocopter that is pretty damn hard to control, by the way. We have a new bike. Technically, everything is changed. Even the way you steer the mini bike. Okay, you steer that with a mouse now. Yeah, so get used to that. And when you want to hit zombies with a weapon, your hands, whatnot, it's actually where the crosshairs are. Not above it anymore. This game has changed. Like, a lot. And this is not a bad spawn, by the way. Just realized that. Huh. Anyway, to end this video, I want to give you guys some of my best recommendations for your skill points. Now, as you will be walking and running a lot to start with, I highly recommend putting some of the points into strength. Of course, the sex Rex. Never leave home without your sex Rex. And the pack mule. You have those inventory spots Sure, you don't need to unlock all of it right away, but it will help you just a single level, maybe 2, you know. It will help you, trust me on that. And for the science, there's some interesting, very interesting perks, because the traders will now be able to give you quests as well. And some of those quests can be pretty great. So I recommend doing that. But to start with, you should also unlock Master Chef, so you will actually be able to make food. So for the first levels, you know, Master Chef, Sex Rex, Pack Mule, and if you're one of those people that can handle the new zombies and just want to, you know, be that guy, I guess you could go directly for Hammer and Forge and Grease Monkey. Hammer and Forge is basically, you know, you can craft forge iron tools and weapons. And this is also where you unlock steel when you're a high enough level. Grease Monkey is where you can craft a bike, which will be very, very helpful for you when you travel. I tried that out as well, but again, that's another video and for another day. So I would like to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. There will be a lot more of these coming in the future. I think I have scripted about 8 of them now. So there will be more videos. I will try to get them out as fast as I can, but I am a working man and there's already a lot of videos out there. I'm not trying to steal anyone's domain or anything by making these videos. I know there's some other great video creators out there, Cab and Glock9. Guys, if you stumble upon this, hello, and thanks for all the videos so far. Love them still. Keep them coming. I just think that I sometimes have another perspective of, you know, testing things and basically trying things out. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video. I will be back shortly with part 2 of this Alpha 17 survival guide. Stay tuned for that, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!